Start in your area. Don't try to go too far. Start in your area. Get you a nice push mower and a trimmer, right? I believe anybody can start a lawn business with less than $500 or exactly $500. Right? It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. You're gonna be push mowing. You're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta work your way up. Start on Marketplace. Find your nice $500, $600 walk behind. They have them yearly, weekly, monthly.
Welcome to the GreenPal Lawn Care Business Growth Show. My name is Gene Caballero, one of the co-founders. On the show, we talk to real landscaping professionals that have built profitable and reliable businesses. On the show today, we have Robert Wilkins with Majestic Landscape out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Robert, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about your landscaping business in Indianapolis, Indiana, and how you got started.
Appreciate you for having me, Gene. Man, I got started. I've been mowing since I was like 13, 10 years old, around that area. My father started his lawn care business. It was called Wilkins and Sons Lawn Care. And since then, I just basically kept doing it. I never like lost the skill, if that makes sense. Sadly, he's not here with us today, but I was able to keep the equipment. I sold it, got different equipment. He was more commercial, so now I focus on residential. I rebuilt the name, so I didn't want to, I wanted to feel like I worked for it. I built it myself. So I'm proud to say now I'm a solo entrepreneur. I think I just created a word. I'm a solo entrepreneur, and I have over 50 accounts.
Wow.
And I'm not in no debt. All of my equipment is paid off, all my truck, everything. So I service a lot in the Carmel areas, right? Fishers, Noblesville, Westfield, even. Those are like more of the here in Indianapolis, those are like the more higher end, nicer grass. These people, they like the stripes, they like the edging. So I like to focus in those areas. And I've been using GreenPal for about 2 years, 3 years. A buddy put me on. And I can't lie, it's definitely changed the everything about my business. So I definitely appreciate GreenPal. And yeah, that's who I am. That's how I got started.
Wow. Well, thanks for the plug and congratulations for being 100% debt free. A lot of people don't have that fortune until, a few years into the business. Or they never get to it. But no, that's fantastic. So you weren't doing anything before cutting grass since your dad kind of put you on. That's all you've known, right?
That's all I've known. I mean, I worked jobs, right? I used to work at Pepsi like 2 years ago. So I was working 60 hours a week and freaking cutting on the weekend till I was able to, you know, not do it anymore, basically. So yeah, jobs and lawn care is all I knew my whole life.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. So you said you're up to about 50 customers right now. Is it just you, or did you have to hire anybody? Do you have any help, or are you just doing it all by yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing it all by myself. I don't have any help at all whatsoever. I think my first or second year, I tried to get somebody to help me, and people aren't really reliable. I feel like people, every business owner runs into this. Like, I can never find someone who's like me, can do it like me. But I know if you want to scale, there's no I in team, and I would have to expand. But as of right now, I am operating, I think, roughly like 53, 54 accounts solo.
Okay, that certainly keeps you busy on a weekly basis, huh?
Oh yeah, every week. Every week.
And so was there like a turning point or something in your business that kind of took you to that next level? Was it, your pricing increase, your route density decreased? Did you hire someone to kind of do promotions or marketing? Or kind of tell us about if there was a point in your career where it kind of like started to take off.
Well, if I have to be honest, I'm not getting paid to say this, but it was a point in time where I primarily only used another company. Can I say their name?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, right? I used Lawn Starter,
Okay.
um, and they pick the pay for you, right? But the good thing about them is you can claim it. You don't have to bid or, against anybody. You can just claim it right then and there. Well, a buddy of mine put me on GreenPal, and you bid, you get the client, you build a relationship, but also you can set your own price. And that's one thing that really stood out to me, that really like helped me grow, because you can also prove that you're worth it, right? On the other app, it could be a huge house only getting paid $35, but I know this is a $50, $60 cut. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing that really allowed me to strike. I mean, not strike. You get paid through Stripe on GreenPal, but GreenPal is the app that really, I'm not gonna lie. Once I started using it, you get the auctions, you bid, somebody chooses you, you have the reviews, right? The storefront is there, like everything is there. It kind of makes it. It's almost like I wonder how GreenPal makes money, if that makes sense. It almost feels too good, if I'm being honest.
Well, we kind of took the different approach and we kind of designed GreenPal from the landscaping perspective. We knew that, hey, if we can keep you guys happy, you guys were going to take care of the customer and keep them happy. So, but without your hard work and all that, nothing of this would be possible.
I
So,
appreciate you.
so real quick, what type of you're out of Indianapolis, Indiana. So what specific areas do you service? So like do you service Broad Ripple, Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville? Kind of lay out a list on, what specific markets you service.
Okay, so I break it down into like a five weekday basis, right? Sometimes you get rain, which sucks, right? That's every landscaper's worst nightmare, rain. I break it down in a 5 day week. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I highly suggest you doing this. Root density, right? I do Carmel Monday, Tuesdays Fishers, Wednesday Noblesville, Thursday McCordsville, Westfield, right, and other areas, zip codes that's close in that area. And then Friday is just like all over Indianapolis, just Avon, Beach Grove. I'm just all over the place on the Friday. Monday through Thursday is more organized. I try to stay in certain areas to just get yards done fast since I'm solo. But it's safe to say I'm all over Indianapolis, but I do try to prioritize Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, Westfields, the up north area, Castleton, the up north area of Indy.
Gotcha. And are there any specific neighborhoods that are better for weekly or biweekly customers?
The ones that I just named. Like I said, they have nicer houses, right? All of these houses are at least quarter million or more. I'm sure there's some that are probably $1 million homes that I mow. So you kind of like you got it. You want your grass to look nice. You didn't just get this nice house just for your yawn. You pay a $25 cut, and he's cutting your grass all the way to 2 inches, and it's supposed to be at four. It's supposed to be at four. So up north is where the money is at. I can put it like that.
So, what does a typical day look like for you, and how do you keep your routes tight and efficient? I think you kind of explained that a little bit by doing certain areas per day. But what does a typical day look like? What time do you start? Kind of walk us through a day in the life of Robert Wilkins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm a fresh dad, so I dropped my son off first. So that kind of sets me back just a little bit, right? I would usually get started at 8 a.m., but gotta drop son off. So around like 9, 8, 8, 9, 9:30 at the latest. And it sucks because that little 30 minutes an hour, it means a lot. But drop son off. I use Yardbook, right? Yardbook is what I use for root density. Pretty simple app. Add the customers on there. All my customers from GreenPal are in Yardbook. Add my customers for the day. I mean, if it's a Tuesday, I'm going to Fishers. Add everybody, if they're weekly or bi-weekly, and then on an average day, I'm usually doing like 10, average about 10 a day. Some days it may like be 6, 7. Then I get to go to a nature park like today. I'm about to go to a nature park after this and just get to chill for a little bit. But that's usually what my day to day looks like. Monday through Friday. I don't like to work on Saturday, Sunday, but rain sometimes makes that happen.
Yeah, if it could only rain on Sunday night just to kind of help the grass grow, it'd be a perfect world, wouldn't it?
Perfect world.
Perfect world. And so how do you price jobs in the Indianapolis market? Is it square footage? Is it price per minute? Kind of walk us through, somebody that wants to start a landscaping business or a lawn mowing company. Walk them through how you price jobs.
Okay, so how I price jobs is usually about how long it'll take me. And I've been doing it for a minute. So, like the quality, what I know how to do to a yard, somebody else who's only been cutting for 2 years, they may not necessarily know how to double cut or get the line, stripe it up real good. You know what I'm saying? So, unless it's a super small yard. I have some that's like $30 where it just literally takes me 5 minutes to mow, but I don't have any yards that's under $40. So $40 is my base minimum. I think that helps. I kind of have packages. essential package. Then I have a more upscale package where you get the striping, the edging. Those start at probably like 50, 55, go up to like 60. And then I have a even higher tier. That's like 80 to $100. A double cut, design patterns, switch weekly or bi-weekly. And customers, you just never know who likes what they like. And you get a good yard, some good nice grass. Neighbors are gonna get jealous. They're gonna want that. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I price my yards. I have a base minimum. Even if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't want to do the tier system, like have a base minimum. Like you have to put into take your overhead costs, gas, what I'm saying, string trimmer, just gas on the mowers, gas driving there. So gas is a big overhead cost for a lawnmower people. So you just want to have a base minimum. And if a customer doesn't agree with it, they're not your customer.
Yeah. Totally, totally agree. And what's like the biggest pricing mistake that you see or that you've heard that new people make?
A new pricing mistake I see people make. Undercharging. I mean, even me, sometimes I do it. You got bills, you got, stuff you're trying to do, and you got a job and somebody else can do it. You might underbid. You might, what I'm saying? Know your worth is what I would say. Know your worth and stick to it because ultimately when you become that cheap guy, oh yeah, I'm working, he's cheap, he's good. You don't want to be that. Or at least I don't. I don't want to be that. So that's a good tip that I would give.
Know your worth. Yeah. That $20 lawn guy's not going to be around too much longer with these gas prices. You may get it once, but that's about it.
$5 a gallon, oh my god.
All right. This is the last question I've got for you. So, I want to start a landscaping company. Like, I guess, what advice would you give someone that is looking to start a landscaping or a lawn mowing business in Indianapolis?
Start in your area. Don't try to go too far. Start in your area. Get you a nice push mower and a trimmer, right? I believe anybody can start a lawn business with less than $500 or exactly $500. Right? It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. You're gonna be push mowing. You're gonna be, what I'm saying? You gotta work your way up. Start on Marketplace. Find you a nice $500, $600 walk behind. They have them yearly, weekly, monthly. Somebody's always selling them more. And upgrade. You build your credit. Credit is key too. Nobody really talks about that. I watch a lot of lawn care videos and everybody, they kind of give, I wouldn't say naive advice, but they kind of leave out some important things. And although all my equipment is paid off, I don't have anything in credit. I am looking to get a newer mower, right? And I don't want to use my hard on cash on it. So yes, that's something I plan on doing next year. Credit, know your worth, and start in your area. Like I said, I just kind of gave you the plan. $500. Save up $500. That's the first thing you do. Get you some, go to pawn shop, cheap, scale up, work your way up, become profitable.
Yeah, it's a simple business, right?
It can be. People
It
can make
can
it
be a simple
complicated.
business. What would you avoid if you had to do it all over again?
What would I avoid? Trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody. You may do your absolute best on the yard, and somebody just might cancel. You never really know why a person might cancel. I feel like that's just something that's naturally in the lawn business. People come, you get those loyal customers, you take them in for years and years, but you get those people where I just wanted you for the first cut, but they don't tell you. Or I just need you for the season. Or, oh, I got a boyfriend now. He can cut the grass. He fine. You know what I'm saying? Like things happen. So, man, you can't make everybody happy, bro. And expect that. Expect that in the lawn care business.
Yeah, some people just can't be happy. I mean, it's just
No, seriously, seriously,
they're
seriously.
insatiable. You just can't make them happy, and, it could be the perfect cut, and, they're gonna find something wrong with it, so,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's great advice. That's great
Yes.
advice. Well, Robert, thank you so much for dropping some knowledge with me here today. Congratulations on the new addition to the family.
Thank
And,
you.
any guys out there that, are in the trenches in the weeds, keep going, keep mowing, and keep growing. Until next
Oh,
time,
yeah.
thank you so much.